So essentially, we are connecting people using 401k money, IRA money, any type of qualified or retirement funds, and allowing those folks to go through a custodian like ourselves and invest it into the private market. Hedge funds, equities, private stock, real estate is especially a big one, private lending, any kind of promissory notes, things like that.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Hugh Edmonds, and I'm excited to be here today. I have another fantastic guest, and I have a gentleman. I appreciate his perseverance. I appreciate his patience, and I'm glad that we finally are connecting and we're here today. And I believe you're going to find some great nuggets about what it is that he wants to talk about. And I'm not going to do too much leadway because I want to dive in. I want you to hear from his mouth what it is that he do. And so I just want to introduce you all to Mr. Collin Taylor. Mr. Collin, how you doing today, sir?
Hugh, I'm doing great, man. It's a pleasure to be here, and yeah, like you said, it's I'm glad we finally put it all together.
Yes, same, man. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your time. I tell people you literally could be anywhere else in the world. You could be doing whatever you want to do, but you're spending time with us. So we appreciate that. And so I want to dive in. I would love for you to tell the people what your main focus is these days, like what you're into. Colin, people give us a little bit of an origin story, kind of how you got to where you are and kind of how you got the ball rolling and doing what you do. We love that. And then geographically, man, they love to know where you are in the world. It's something that people like. So you just tell them where you are. They love that too. And so, Colin, sir, you got the floor, man.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, my name is Collin Taylor. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. That's where I'm still located now. Certainly I mean, Houston is probably a big part of my growth and like trajectory getting into the real estate space. So from a young age, I would say probably when I was 9 or 10, my parents got into real estate investing themselves. My dad worked his whole career in oil and gas, which is kind of what brought us to Houston, or rather brought him to Houston. But they got into real estate investing when I was young. So I got to learn from a pretty young age. You know, the impact that had on our family. They started doing fix and flips on different properties around the area, and now they invest in mobile home parks. So they actually run and own and manage a park that's not too far outside of Houston, but they've had a lot of success with that. So I've gotten to see firsthand really the value that that's brought to my parents. And so you know, growing up and you know, even going through high school and then eventually going to college, I wanted to do something that kind of surrounded that. I was really interested in financial planning at first, so that was sort of the career path I took after I graduated from Texas A&M, here, kind of local. I went into doing holistic financial planning. So we were doing tax planning, estate planning, risk management, portfolio allocation, everything that would kind of intertwine in a financial plan, right? Wealth managing. So I did that for some time. I actually interned with a group by the name of Quest Trust Company for any like Texas locals, maybe more familiar with. So Quest was a group that did alternative assets through retirement accounts, self-directed IRAs for those that are familiar. Um,
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So essentially, we are connecting people using 401k money, IRA money, any type of qualified or retirement funds, and allowing those folks to go through a custodian like ourselves and invest it into the private market. Hedge funds, equities, private stock, real estate is especially a big one, private lending, any kind of promissory notes, things like that. So we really handle it all. But going back to my days with Quest, I interned with that group while I was in school, and they gave me an opportunity to come back. So that's what I did. That's kind of how I got more into the alternative investment space, and particularly in real estate. Quest was acquired about a year and a half ago now. And so now we are under the brand of Inspira Financial, and that's how I found myself here today. For the last several months, I've been doing a lot of business development with the company. I kind of started off in more of like a planning role, sort of retirement specialist related, and that's grown into doing more business development with the group, trying to focus on other, investment sponsors, capital raisers, maybe people that are just kind of breaking out into the space and looking to grow their real estate business.
Yeah. I love it, man. Thank you for walking us through your journey, letting us know where you are now. And as you was talking, I was just writing things down. Born and raised in Houston. Your parents was in real estate. You interned with Quest, who now you with Inspire. And man, I love your story, and I love how you walk us up into it. And Colin, I have a saying where I say destiny has no wasted moments, right? Meaning no matter what you go through in life, these moments kind of make us who we are today. And so when I just listen to your journey and just going through just different destinations and just different, moments in your life, I would love to know, leading up to this real estate space, what has these moments taught you about yourself? Has it taught you discipline, resilience, stick to itiveness, which is one of my favorite words. I just like saying it. Like, what has these moments taught you about yourself, Colin?
I think it's a really great question. I think I tend to be a very competitive person. Naturally have always been that way. I think kind of growing in the financial space and even more particularly into real estate, I've learned how to harness that,
Yeah,
and turn it into something that can be valuable for a lot of people.
yeah,
I found that I was a very big people person, but I found that I really like not only working with people but helping people. So
yeah,
I've tried to harness that competitiveness into something that is very eccentric and expanding and helping the people around me grow.
yeah.
That is something that I find, very exciting. Obviously, other people find valuable, and it's just a big part of who I am and who I've become.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you for answering that. One of the big things that we do here, we want people to have clarity and recognition about themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because you know who you are when you can harness your power. Because as we keep going on in life and in business, we're going to run into some obstacles, right? We're going to run into some I can't even think of the word. Lord, I'm drawing a blank, but we're going to run into some obstacles, right? And when you know who you are, you know what to do. When you know how to harness your power, you know how to say, like, we may hit this road bump here, but we're going to get past this because this is
Yeah.
who I am. I know exactly who I am. So have you come up adversity? That's the word I was looking for, Colin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you come up against any adversity as you was building, as you was on your way to success? Has adversity found you? And if it has, how did it look and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one point in my career that I would speak to was, I already mentioned it, just about a year and a half ago, when our company was acquired. So I mean, I'll tell you a little bit about Quest just to kind of set the foundation for this, because Quest was, we weren't the smallest custodian in the industry, but we prioritized our local market a lot. And we were, more of a nationally recognized brand to an extent. But Houston was home base. Texas was a major priority for us. So we did a lot of business with the folks around us, right? As everybody tends to do and is more comfortable with. So um, moving to a group that's now, I'm still in Houston, but the company is based in Chicago, so a lot of us work remotely. We went from a company size of about 100 in our heyday, about 130 employees, to over 3,000. um so we have, things have changed a lot, and in some ways for the better.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So, I think that's a great question, and actually, the first thing that comes to mind is something that I sort of already alluded to, but just about a year and a half ago, when Quest was acquired by Inspira, that was certainly a big point of contention in my career. And to kind of lay the foundation a little bit more on Quest, we were, so obviously Houston based, right? But we were certainly more locally focused, if you will. We like to play in our backyard. We had, somewhat of a national brand, but we were really focused on the people around us, right? As people tend to be. That's a comfortable thing. So going from that to, a company like Quest that was
This is crazy.
30 people at our best, to a group under Inspira that is 3,000 employees. It's a big difference, and that brought a lot of challenges to not only our group but our investors, our clientele. So Quest in the heyday was probably about 130 employees or so, and transitioning to Inspira, who has over 3,000 employees, it's a different animal. It's a much bigger world, right? The market, has increased exponentially, and you just kind of have to learn to be adaptable, right? And overcoming, I think, challenges and adversity. Adaptability is a huge part of that. So, um, our clients had to learn to interact a little bit differently. We obviously had to overcome a lot with the transition, and people changing, errors and things going wrong, not exactly as planned. So that was certainly a big point of, like I said, contention in my career. You know, Something admittedly we're still going through. There are some issues not totally resolved yet. But it's something that I think Inspire has really stepped up to the challenge of completing, and has been going well up to this point where I
Yeah,
think we're almost
love it,
there.
man. Love it. Now, tell me this: what is the next real goal for Inspire? What are you guys looking to solve and scale next?
So Inspire has really been in acquisition mode for several years now. So Quest was just a piece of that puzzle. And we are trying to position ourselves more as a holistic financial services company. So doing not only like the alternative investment piece, but we also have another side of the business that handles health and benefits, doing corporate health plans.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
We have a group that does 1031 exchanges. I know that's a big one for real estate investors, right? Alternative asset custody. So there's a lot, right? All that to say, growth is a big priority of ours right now. It's something that we're obviously capable of taking on a lot of, and specifically for my group, my enterprise within Inspira, we're really looking to expand. What I mentioned earlier, expanding with a more institutional focus, trying to we really have the individual investor side down, those people that are just trying to invest in fix and flips and individual properties and all that. So that part is built out. Where we're really looking to expand is like I said, with groups, investment sponsors, people that are, have maybe starting a business or have a real estate investment business that they're looking to grow. That is, I think, where we have the biggest opportunity to
Love
impact
it,
them.
love it. Let me ask you this one last question, man. I want to talk to you a little bit about relationships. I would love to know what is your philosophy with building healthy business relationships, especially within the space that you're in. Like, is relationships a premium for you? Talk to me a little bit about relationships and your philosophy on it.
Relationships, I think, is the biggest thing. It's the common factor that transcends all industries, right? A lot of people like to say your network is your net worth, and I'm a huge believer in that. I think the relationships are the most important part. It's one of the most important
Yeah.
parts of what we do, right? So that's incredibly important to me. I've had a lot of mentors growing up. But I mentioned I learned a lot from my parents, but also kind of breaking out in the space myself, from the financial side to the real estate side and everywhere in between. I've learned a lot from a lot of different people, and maintaining those relationships, the people who got you to where you are today, and the people who are going to help you get where you're going. That's kind of cliche, but I just think, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's very
No,
valuable.
I hear you. And it's, I tell people, community is so much healing happens in community. And healing means like just to be made whole,
Mhm.
right? And so when you are surrounded by people like minded, people that's in common unity, you are made whole. Like you are, like it helps your mentality, it helps your finances, it helps just you be rooted in a place of knowing that you have help if you need it. So I think community and relationship is a huge thing. And I love the way you said it. Like we on this journey, we just got people that we that's going to help us out, and so I love it. Um, man, listen, sir, if someone
Yep.
wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
Yeah, you can check out our website, which is inspirafinancial.com, Inspira Financial. Feel free to reach me. You can email me, call me. My number is 630-288-6755. Email is just first name dot last name, Collin.Taylor at inspirafinancial.com. Connect with me. I'll get you, happy to have a conversation with anybody, happy to route you to my team who can also help more in the way of like individual investors. But anybody, please feel free to come through. Yeah, happy to help.
So, Colin, man, I want to say three things to you, sir. First, thank you for your time. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you sticking with us. Thank you so much for your time. You could have been anywhere in the world, man, but you was here. Thank you so much. Secondly, man, thank you for your story. I believe our stories have a way of planting seeds in people. We may never see the growth, but it planted a seed, and sometimes it's like course correction. Sometimes it's like this aha moment. And so I
Yeah.
thank you for coming and sharing your narrative. And lastly, man, thank you for your perspective, for your mindset, and bringing that mindset to this platform. I greatly appreciate you coming through today, man.
Quentin, it's been a pleasure to be here. Yeah, that's all thing I gotta say. I just appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all heard Mr. Collin. Check the show notes. Check him out. Collaborate with him. l- Get in contact with him because he's going to help you out. But definitely make sure you're subscribed here because I promise you we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Collin. So, sir, I say thank you again, man. And everyone else, listen, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.